Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss about the local maxima and minima. Now there is one question. A window is in the shape of a rectangle surmounted by a semicircle. The perimeter of a window is equals to 10 centimeter. He say find out the dimension of the window so that it admit maximum light. It admit maximum light. Now the perimeter of window, you know, it is the sum of all the sides. So start from here. It is y, then x, then y, and this semicircle. This is equals to y plus x plus y. Semicircle having a perimeter pi r, and the radius is equals to x by 2 because this total length is equals to x. So radius is equals to x by 2. From this equation we can calculate the value of y. Y is equals to 5 minus x by 2 minus pi x by 4. Now area of this window, area is equals to, first part is in the form of rectangle, second part is in the form of semicircle. So area is equals of rectangle is equals to length into breadth, x into y. Area of a semicircle, it is half pi r square. Now x into y, y is equals to 5 minus x by 2 minus pi x by 4 plus half pi r is equals to x by 2 square. Now you will get the equation in the form of x. First of all we compile the equation which having the same terms, 5x minus x square by 2 pi x square by 4 plus pi x square by 8. On combination of these two you will get minus pi x square by 8. Now take the derivative of the function. A is equals to 5, x square derivative 2x, again derivative 2 pi x upon 8. On simplification we will get a result. For critical value this derivative should be equals to 0. So 5 minus x minus pi x should be equals to 0. After that we will go for simplification of x and get the value of x. X is equals to 20 upon 4 plus 5. Now for maxima or minima we take the double derivative of the function. Derivative of 5 0, derivative of x minus 1, derivative of minus pi x, that is equals to pi by 4. This statement will not contain any x, therefore for any value of x this result is always remains negative, so that we can say it is maxima. Now for calculation of dimension, x is already calculated by us, that is equals to 20 upon 4 plus y. Now for calculation of value of y, substitute the value of x here and here. Now see this, we substitute the value and go for simplification and calculate the value of y, that is 10 upon 4 plus y. See one more question. It is given in a right angle triangle there is a point on the hypotenuse which is at a distance of a and b from these perpendicular axis, means from perpendicular from the base as well as perpendicular from the perpendicular. Find the length of this hypotenuse. Now see, first of all this point is lies at a distance of a, this point is lies at a distance of b. So this angle and this angle is equals to theta because these two lines are parallel. Perpendicular, this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree. So these two lines are parallel. So this angle is equals to theta. First of all we solve the triangle DCE. In this case we need DC and we know about DE. So DC upon DE, that is hypotenuse upon base, that is equals to secant theta. Then DC is equals to A into secant theta. Similarly in triangle AD and F we calculate AD upon DF, that is hypotenuse upon perpendicular, that becomes equals to cosec theta. AD is equals to B cosec theta. Now AC is equals to, from the figure AC is equals to sum of AD plus DC. AD plus DC, substitute the value of AD as well as DC in this equation. A sec theta plus B cosec theta. Now we have to maximize this result or minimize. See, first step, again take the derivative of the function a, derivative of sec, that is sec theta into tan theta, plus b, derivative of cosec theta, that is equals to cosec theta into cot theta with negative. For critical value DC, d of derivative distance should be equals to 0, kept them equals to 0. From this we calculate the value of theta. Now for the value of theta we have to implement the following result. Now see this one. Now replace sec by 1 by cos, tangent sine by cos, and also cosec and cot. We get sine cube theta and cos cube theta is equals to b by a. Sine upon cos, that is tangent cube theta. If we transfer this cube to this side, it is b by a power 1 by 3. So tangent theta is equals to b to power 1 by 3, a to power 1 by 3. With the help of this result, we also simplify for a triangle this one. Perpendicular is given to you, that is b to power 1 by 3. Base is given to you, a to power 1 by 3. On that behalf, hypotenuse is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. We calculate the perpendicular square plus base square. Now again we take the double derivative by u into v method, and we observe the negative and this negative are the common and make the result positive. Overall, this is the second derivative of the given statement. After that, we see tangent theta is positive and all these terms are also positive. So when we substitute this value of tangent theta regarding to this table, any value, the result is always remains positive because it lies in the positive means first quadrant. So it indicates double derivative is positive, means minima. Now we calculate the length of hypotenuse. Length of hypotenuse is a sec theta plus b cosec theta. We need sec and cosec. We need sec and cosec. In case of sec theta, we calculate the value of sec theta from this table. This one, sec is equals to hypotenuse upon base, that is hypotenuse upon base, and then cosec theta is equals to hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Substitute these value of sec and cosec in this equation. Now adjustment of power is there. It is a to power 1, it is a to power 1 by 3. On simplification, we will get a to power 2 by 3. This term as it is. Similarly, b to power 1 by 3. On simplification, b to power 2 by 3. Now this term completely common from them. What is left? A to power 2 by 3, b to power 2 by 3. If you observe, this term and this term are exactly same, and they having a power difference. This contain a power 1 and this contain a power half. When the two terms are in the multiplication having same base but different power, then these power go for addition. So 1 and half makes the result 3 by 2. Therefore the length of hypotenuse is equals to a to power 2 by 3 plus b to power 2 by 3 to power 2 by 3. This is your proof. Now these questions are important for local maxima minima. The same question you can do for the 13 and 14 also, which is based on the same method, derivative only. And 15 question is same question as the question number 23 of your exercise 6.5. The same question, it is quite important question, and hint is given by me. There is a triangle which is lies inside a sphere. Now a cone is lies inside a sphere with radius small r. So we calculate by using Pythagoras. Small r square is equal to h square plus r square. Then capital R square is equals to small r square minus h square. Now volume of cone is equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square. Capital R is equals to r square minus h square, r plus h. Now take the derivative with respect to h, because this r is a fixed quantity because it is a radius of sphere. So it is a fixed quantity.